Hello everyone, welcome to the first video on plant physiology. In this video we'll learn about definition and scope and importance of plant physiology. Let us start with definition of plant physiology. Plant physiology is a branch of botany which deals with the study of various physiological processes and their functions. So this is very simple definition of plant physiology. So which is a branch of botany which deals with the study of various physiological processes. Which are those physiological processes? There are different types of physiological processes including seed germination, growth, development, water and mineral absorption, ascent of sap, translocation of solutes, photosynthesis, transpiration, respiration, photoperiodism, vernalization, fruit ripening, plant aging, senescence and plant death. So all these are the different types of physiological processes, and the plant physiology is a branch of botany which deals with the study of all these physiological processes. This is very simple definition of plant physiology. Means in plant physiology we will learn about the plant from seed germination to the plant death. So the all processes which will come in this seed germination to plant death, so all these processes and study of all these processes, it is known as plant physiology. Another definition, it is given by Smith et al. In 2019. Plant physiology is the study of plant function and behavior which encompassing all the dynamic processes of growth, metabolism, reproduction, defense and communication that account for plant being alive. So this is the definition which is given by Smith et al. In 2019. So according to them, plant physiology, it is the function and behavior of the plant, or study of function and behavior of the plant, and which will include different types of dynamic processes including growth, metabolism, reproduction, defense and communication. So the study of all these, it is included in plant physiology. Then third definition, it is very simple definition, the study of different functions performed by plant, it is also known as plant physiology. Now see, human, it needs there are different needs of human being, that is food, fodder, fuel, fibers, medicine, shelter, gum, trade products, for example gum, etc., even oxygen to breathe, and so many others are closely associated with plant physiology. Because if we want these products, that is food, fodder for our domestic animals, if you want fuel, fibers, medicine, then different types of medicines, shelter, gum, so all these products come from plants. So we know about the plant and plant physiology. So fuel, food, fodder, these are very important products. How they are produced in plants, how any plant becomes a fodder plant, how any plant is treated as medicinal plant, how different types of plants are used as a shelter for, then how different types of plants they produce or exude gum, and how it is useful for different purposes. So all these products, they come from plants, and we must know physiology before all these products and how they are produced by the plants. For example, if we study photosynthesis, we will get answers of everything. So photosynthesis, it will give us answer of food, fodder, fuel, etc., etc. So one must know the process of photosynthesis, and then he will get idea of plant physiology and how that plant physiology is related with the different types of products like food, fodder, fuel, fiber, medicine, etc. Now physiology, it includes metabolism and role of all parts of plant, including root, stem, leaf, vegetative, birds, flower, fruit and seeds. So in plant physiology we will learn about each and every part of the plant and physiological processes associated with this. So let us start with roots. So root, it is very important part of the plant as it absorbs food and minerals and water from the soil. They are treated as the very important organ of the plant. So how this plant or roots of this plant, how they will absorb water and nutrients. So to understand the mechanism of absorption we must know the plant physiology. Then next part, it is stem, or we may call it as shoot. So this is aerial part and it is present above the ground. So this part, how different types of parts which are present on the stem, including fruit, leaf, flower, bird, stomata, how they are playing different types of role, and what is plant physiology associated with all these parts. Now if we look after the stem, so stem is very important part of the plant which keep the plant upright into the air. So this stem, it has not only the function of the support, but it has the function of translocation, or the absorbed plant and minerals, they are supplied to the aerial parts or the upper parts of the plant. So this is very important function of the stem. So how it will translocate solutes, how it will supply food and water to the up to the top of the plant, it will give us an idea of plant physiology. So to understand the mechanism of all these absorption and supply, we must know the physiology. Now leaves, you know very well, leaves are very important organs of the plant because they contains chlorophyll pigments and they produce food. So the food which is produced by the leaves, it is again supplied to different parts of the plants, including fruits, flowers, stem, root, etc. So you know very well, these leaves contains stomata and they will take CO2 and they will trap sunlight and they will produce their own food in the form of carbohydrates. So this food, it is supplied, it is stored in leaves, also it is supplied as per the requirement to the different parts of the plant. So this important function of leaf and they are very actively involved in the process of photosynthesis. Then flowers, how flowering take place, how flowers will be converted into fruit. So all these are the physiological phenomena. Now how when fruit is produced from the flower, how it get mature, how it will ripe, and it will produce different seeds, different colors, why these fruit contain different colors. So all these things are the part of plant physiology. So we can say plant physiology is associated with each and every part of the plant. So no any part is there which having no mechanism of physiology. So if we see bird, there are two types of birds, that is vegetative bird and reproductive bird. If we take example of vegetative bird, how these birds will grow, how there is a dormancy in bird, so all these mechanism, they are included into the plant physiology. So plant physiology is very important science and it is central point of all disciplines which give an idea of different types of life processes which are taking place into the plant body. Now we will proceed to scope and applications of plant physiology. Here we will discuss some applications and scope of plant physiology, why we have to study physiology and what are the application of physiology. So we will see one by one. First is answer to many questions. So what is application and scope of physiology? You might have different questions in your mind about different types of mechanisms taking place into the plant body. For example, trapping and utilization of solar energy. So this is our first question. How plants will trap sunlight and how that sunlight is utilized into the plant for the production of food. Next question, nutrient absorption. How roots are involved in the process of nutrient absorption and how these absorbed nutrients and water is supplied to the uppermost part of the plant. Then growth, how plant grows, how they will develop, response to changing environment. There are different types of stresses plant has to face and how these plants will respond to different types of environmental conditions, stresses. Seed germination mechanism, how a seed germinates, it gets germinated, what are the requirement of seed germination, everything. Fruit ripening, so how fruits ripes, what are the essential constituents for the ripening of fruits. So all these points and all these questions are in our mind and we get answers of all these questions into the plant physiology. Second, it is understanding of interrelationship between plants and microorganisms as well as their metabolism. Plant physiology is a key branch and it stands as central position for the study of plant because it is involved in the study of seed germination, growth, reproduction, flowering, fruiting, ripening, aging, and ultimately the death of the plant. So these are the very important phenomena of a plant life, and all these phenomena they are studied into the plant physiology, so that different types of disciplines which are related to plants, plant physiology is at the central position, and all other means this plant physiology discipline, it is very main discipline in the plant study. Now, apart from its application as a basic science, it has wide application in many fields of commercial botany such as pharmacognosy, medicinal plant study, trade products, so on. So in commercial level also, for example, we can take example of pharmacognosy. So for the completion of pharmacognosy study, we have to take support from the plant physiology. Then medicinal plant, how any plant has the medicinal capacity or it will produce such type of medicinal products. So it will we will get idea of everything from the plant physiology. So apart from the basic sciences, plant physiology, it is very important in the modern and commercial sciences also. Now fifth is role in different disciplines. So as the physiology has interdisciplinary subject and it has the role in different disciplines. For example, it has a role in biotechnology, means the study of biotechnology cannot be completed without the knowledge of physiology. Same thing is about biochemistry, biophysics. So to understand the biochemistry, different types of biochemical reaction, we have to go to basics of plant physiology. Again, biophysics, physics in physiology. So this is very helpful in the study of biophysics. Then genetics, cytology, morphology, ecology, anatomy, taxonomy, all these are the branches which are related with plant physiology. So all these branches can be studied only if we take support from the plant physiology, or for the better understanding. So these different disciplines become more meaningful due to the knowledge of plant physiology. So for the better understanding and for meaningful understanding of all these branches, we must have the knowledge of plant physiology. Now sixth point, it is related with agriculture sector. So physiology, it is very important in the process of agriculture because, or in the field of agriculture, because there are different types of branches of agriculture including pathology, agronomy, entomology, plant breeding, soil chemistry, horticulture, sericulture, pomology, etc. So for the better understanding of this all these branch, we must have the knowledge of physiology. Also if we want to do any experiment of breeding, means if you want to produce a hybrid plant by using two pure line parents, then we should have the knowledge of two parents which are selected for the cross or for the purpose of breeding. So this knowledge, it will come from the physiology. So all these things are included in the agriculture sector. So the scope of physiology is very important in agriculture sector. 7th point, it comes to medicines. There are different types of medicines which are produced by allopathy, Ayurveda, Unani, homeopathy, naturopathy, aromatherapy, etc., etc. So all these sciences or all these medical branches, medical types of medical sciences, they use plant as a product or raw material. So for to select the raw material or to identify plant, we must take the support of plant physiology, or what are the different types of essential products present in that plant. We can get that knowledge by using plant physiology. So all these sciences, medical sciences, which use plant as or plant extract for the formulation of different types of drug, this knowledge, it is very important to for the completion of such type of drugs. So plant physiology plays very important role in the medicine branch. Now next is environment. So here also this plant physiology, it plays very important role, because ever increasing environmental issues like global warming, greenhouse gases, increasing CO2 level in the soil, water pollution, etc., etc. So all these problems or issues has the solution into the plant physiology, because if plant has a better condition, it will useful for to control the pollution. As you know, for simple concept, if there are many plants, healthy plants, they will increase the quantity of oxygen in atmosphere, and they will minimize CO2 level, because that CO2 is utilized in the process of photosynthesis. So plant physiology, so to understand the process of photosynthesis, process of respiration, we have to go for the study of plant physiology. So in environment also, physiology plays very important role. Now the molecular and structural changes which are taking place in plants, morphological modification, disease resistance, biotic and abiotic stress resistance, and some other things can be understood by knowledge of the plant physiology. Means stress resistance, there are different types of biotic and abiotic stresses plant has to face every day. So for to understand different types of stresses in detail, we must know the physiology. Last point, the scope of plant physiology, it lies in every aspect of plant and animal life. It is closely related to various basic and advanced disciplines of the science. So some of the disciplines are given here, applications of plant physiology. There are many other disciplines also which are not included here. They also have the application of plant physiology in themselves. So as we have discussed, there are different disciplines like medicine, plant pathology, plant anatomy, pharmacognosy, chemotaxonomy, cytogenetics, biomass technology, biophysics, biotechnology, biofertilizer, biochemistry, horticulture, agriculture, seed technology, stress physiology. So all these are the disciplines which has to take support, take help from the plant physiology, and then they will produce, or they will become meaningful, or these branches become meaningful. So these are all the branches which are having the applications of plant physiology in them. So this is all about this plant physiology introduction. If you like video, like, comment, share, subscribe, and press bell icon to get further notification. Thank you for your attention.